Maverick 100.9 Aggie Lands Country Alternative. It's Corliss. I get to make a new friend today, but my new friend is going to have to tell me, how do you pronounce your last name? It's Colby Acuff.
Acuff. Acuff.
Acuff.
Just
Oh,
like Roy. Yep.
I was so close. Acuff. Well, Colby, it is so nice to meet you, and I'm really excited for you because you said that you are finally on your first trek to radio, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh
That
yeah. No, this the Once in a Lifetime is our very first debut radio single.
That is awesome. And we get to have it for everybody here. So, first off, we got to talk about the music, and Once in a Lifetime is your brand new single. Why is this the first one that you're dropping on everybody?
Well, I mean, for us, it's our very first song that I wanted to push to radio, and especially to show kind of what our sound is and what our more or less attitude is. I think a song that I wanted to release to radio was a song that I really wanted to show people, kind of what we sound like and what we do on a day to day. I think there definitely could have been more radio friendly songs. But this song, in my mind, is really represents us and what we do.
It's really your introduction. So, say when they find the rest of your music or they go to a show, Once in a Lifetime is what they're really going to be expecting throughout the entirety.
Yeah, especially in our shows. I think, especially, because our shows are a lot more high energy than I think you would expect going and listening to our
catalog.
All the songs we have. Yeah, our catalog that we have released right now. And that's something that, once again, I wanted to really convey with the Once in a Lifetime and the projects that we have to come, which I think we did a really good job of.
That's awesome. And I always love that surprise, though, when you go from listening to somebody on the radio or on your Spotify list, and then you go see them live and they are way more extraordinary than you expected. Nothing makes my heart happier,
Right. Yeah, no. And I think that's what we shoot for too. I mean, and every single part of the business is different, I guess, from recording to a live show. The song is such a different animal,
Oh,
it's
that's
such a fine tooth that you're listening to through your headphones or whatever. And it's such a massive, it's so wide when you're on stage.
Oh, that is super. Well, I'm ready to debut it to everybody. We got to give them this taste of Colby Acuff and Once in a Lifetime for your first time on Maverick 100.9. Due to copyright, Brian Broadcasting is not licensed to air this single for you in podcast form, but you can find it on any streaming and downloading platform. And today's interview continues now. Maverick 100.9, you just heard it here first. Once in a Lifetime, Colby Acuff. I've got Colby on with me now, and this is our first time meeting. I'm very excited. So I'm even more excited to see what else you have for us. Like, the first step is always, hey, this is my introduction to radio, but really, who is Colby Acuff? What do we got working for 2022?
Yeah, so for 2022, obviously we start with Once in a Lifetime, but we have a new project that will be dropping sometime in early summer, as well as we'll probably have another single that we'll be releasing in May.
Ooh.
So we do have a ton of stuff on the works right now. We were really lucky and we were able to go record this third project at Sonic Ranch. So I'm super, super excited about that. The guys down there were great.
I don't know if I'm familiar with them. Where are they at?
They're out of El Paso.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. They've done like all of Cody Jinx's albums.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of good artists that end up going there, but we're super fortunate to be there. And this project, I'm super excited to release.
That is neat. Now, is there any particular inspiration for this? Did it come from anywhere that inspirationally, or is it purely from your heart?
I mean, the whole project was written. We picked up a new band kind of beginning of last year, and the live show just got so much bigger, and I really wanted to bottle that into a project. And so going and writing all through 2021, writing this project that we have coming out in 2022, it was putting together the road life, putting together the day ins and day outs, and putting those all into songs, and also incorporating the sounds that, we listen to on a day-to-day basis, and also incorporating the sounds that we want to, project on stage. So is a lot of these songs that will be on the next project are actually, built around a live show, which I've always wanted to do an album like that. And so yeah, I'm super excited.
I wish more people would do that, but it sounds like you and your guys, now that you've got this new band, it's become more of a collective effort. You get ideas from numerous places instead of just out of one person.
Right. And you can tell, I mean, obviously my goal with every project is to progress and do new things so that they, obviously every album can't sound the same, but I also am a huge believer in having callback sounds to every single project. So it's always that balance of, well, yeah, I mean, you can do something different without completely changing your sound, but have it sound your way in that essence. And I think I've always wanted to release a project that was kind of based around a live sound, kind of more of a honky tonk record, and that's exactly what this is. So, I could not be more excited about this album.
You are a really cool mashup. You know that? Like, you're very artsy, very artistic, and even looking at you, you seem very normal and inward and artistic, but what you're explaining to me is this big high energy thing that I think nobody would expect coming from you looking at you. Do you get that pretty often? Is that part of the surprise?
Yeah, I think it goes both ways. I think one, if you've only ever seen me on stage and then you were to go get a beer with me, you'd be like, you're so not high energy right now. But that's just the way it is. I mean, when you step onto the stage, it's a totally different realm. And that's like really where you feel, at least for me, that's where I feel like that's my place of work. That's really the office.
Yeah.
In the best way possible. So when I step on stage, like that's really where I want to be. And it's just a totally different ballgame,
I tend to be the same way, which I think is why I'm like pressing you on it, because I am a performer. I am an entertainer and I love to be bubbly and fun. But I also tend to be very nerdy and very into my craft, and I'm very honed in on emotions. And so I get it's like a double life.
Well, true. And I think it's a lot of people take it, I think, in a way too. And it's, how would they know? But it is a job, I mean, at the end of the day, and it can definitely, it's the best job in the world, but it's just like any job. It can make you tired.
Yes.
And, when I'm get off of the road after, a week or two, I might be a little tired for a couple days.
I feel you. I feel you on a whole nother level. So there you go, guys. You just learned the other level of Corliss is very sleepy and lazy and focused. And I'm not just a dingbat, okay? Oh, Colby, it has been so much fun getting to know you. And I want everybody else to get to know you as well, because you do already have a library, not just your first radio release. This is just another step in your career. So how can we find you when it comes to music, tour dates, anything?
Yeah, if you just, for music, we're obviously on all platforms, YouTube, anything, just look up Colby Acuff. And then for any tour dates, merch, information, you can go to colbyacuff.com and you can find everything there. So, yeah.
Perfect. Well, I hope everybody goes out and does that, because I've gotten to know you here and I think you are just a blast. And we're super happy to have had you on Maverick. Thank you so much.
Hey, thank you for having me on. I appreciate it.